Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to the new moon in Virgo lunar reading for August 27, 2022. I think I have my YouTube sea legs on, so a quick introduction of myself. My name is Susie. I am new to YouTube, but I am not new to the tarot. I have about 25 plus years of tarot study, and I am a lifetime student. So much to learn, so many layers. That's enough about me. Let's get on with your reading. Okay, this is interesting and fun. This is the column of what the new moon in Virgo is bringing you, and it looks like it's adventure. And that's a good thing. It's an adventure. It's the exuberance of a child and the faith of a child in any new adventure. You don't know what it's going to bring you. It's going to bring you both challenge and rewards, but you know that you're safe. The universe has your back. And that's what the faith of a child is. You go out and you do, and when something comes up, you handle it then. And that's a little bit of what I would say the Knight of Wands, which is my Aries card, is. It's a fiery pioneer of a person. The Aries sign has no one in front of them. There's no sign ahead of Aries. And so they pioneer. They are the people that say, I'll do it first and you follow me and we'll figure it out as we go. They are a great manager. They are people in charge. They're not the CEO. That's the King of Pentacles. But they have mastered their passions, and so they know how to lead other people in doing so. So they are innovative, they have great ideas, and I think you're being given the opportunity to utilize one of your new skills. For some reason, the little lemon slice is really popping out at me. Now it's centered where the solar plexus is, so that makes a lot of sense to me. And what I'm feeling with this is that you're going to start a new adventure, but it's going to be in sections. It's not going to come all at once. There might be a key to the puzzle, and then another one, and then another one, and another one. And I'm going to reiterate that with the King of Wands card, because again, this is somebody who is leading. They're a leader, and they need people to follow them to do that. So it's a piece of the puzzle. It's part of it. But you might see the whole adventure ahead of you, but you're not dealing with the entire adventure right now. You're dealing with a piece of it. I do want to do another card with that. So Aries is in the beginning of the year. So we're looking at April, timing-wise. But I don't think that's when things are going to get started. That's not a feeling for me, but it might be then part of the puzzle. So the clarification card with that is the Nine of Pentacles, my favorite card in the deck, or certainly one of them. And this is a strong, independent person. Now, it's a female, so that means it's the magnetic, receptive energy, as opposed to the male, outgoing energy. But you have both here, and I think that's nice. So it's kind of like the female receptive energy puts the request out, and the King of Wands, so you could say she's the CEO and says, this is what I want, go do it, my minions. And so that's the feeling that I have behind this. This is somebody who has had a lot of experience with the physical, with the matter, and through her own hard work has become independent and strong from it. So she knows the deal. So even if you are going out on a new adventure, I feel like there's this very strong independence behind it. And I think that's very Aries as well. I would say this, though. Aries has a tendency to act and then think later. This person, because it's pentacles, because it's the matter, it's earth, it's the material, they've had that experience already. They don't need to act first and then think later. They've already gone through the experience. You're at a 9 here, and so I think this is a seasoned person. They've been there, done that, and even if we're going on a new adventure, I've already experienced something similar to it, so I kind of know the path already. I know the way we're going. Now, this doesn't have to be you. It can be somebody else that you are going on a new adventure with in regards to financial matters or physical matters. So it could go either way. But I still feel like you are, I do feel like you're the leader here. I really do. And it's from this very sort of innocent, youthful, let's do this kind of attitude, and we'll figure it out as it goes along. This can have something to do with financial matters because how you're responding to this is the Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles for me is about financial negotiations, and I'm saying this because we're at a 5 here, and we kind of want to be at 10. So it's almost like we're financially halfway to where we want to be, but not quite. Or we've been in the 5 of Pentacles, which is financial instability, moving to financial negotiations that bring us up quite a bit up the ladder, maybe full tilt. With the 10, it's a new cycle. It can be a new financial cycle for you, but I do feel like there's financial talks, and that's what I mean by negotiations. Now, this could be negotiating finances, but it can also be that you're dealing with societal financial situations, because the Ten of Pentacles is about society, and it's about communicating, it's about talking. And so you see through the generations that they are all communicating, and it's legacy. What do you leave behind? Well, you aren't going to leave this behind. Now the physical and the financial are talked about here. So there may be some physical instability that you could be dealing with, but it's also this feeling of being left out of society, left out of the communications, feeling just sort of not part of what's going on. But I think that is either going to change, or you're going to be talking about it a lot, thinking about it a lot, dealing with that kind of idea. That's for some of you. And I say this because I have the Knight of Cups here. Now, the Knight of Cups, these are both very big movement cards, but we'll talk about that in a minute. The Knight of Cups is the card of merriment. It's an offer of enjoyment, of fun, of living life to its fullest. And the Knight of Cups can do that. Sometimes they can go full on full. You have to kind of rein yourself in sometimes, or you will have to during this period, but it is a time of enjoying life, getting out there in society, having a good time. And if the end of the summer isn't part of that, then I don't know when you're going to do it. This is the time to get out there, enjoy yourself, have a great time, be social, talk a lot. And I think these conversations may have something to do with healing this situation, which is feeling left out in the cold, feeling that you don't belong. And actual physical healing as well. The Chariot card is the control card. It's wanting to control situations, maybe not being able to control situations, or having things out of control. The Knight of Cups can really get out of control. They're just exuberant. They don't mean harm, but yeah. They're the crazy person at the party that's on the table with a lampshade on their head. They can be fun, but it can also get a little bit out of hand. And so the Chariot card is a card of control, of mastery. But the mastery comes in from aligning your mind and your body, or your thoughts and your heart, with your higher self, with a higher thinking. Sphinxes are about mystery. the mystery of the Sphinx. And on a very deep level, the Chariot card is saying there is nowhere to go and there's nothing to do. And that is the mystery of the Sphinx. I'll let you think about that. Anyway, I've sussed it. And I find it very interesting. Having said that, when you align your head and your heart and your spirit, life is good. And you can let your hair down and you can play and you can enjoy life. And you move from feeling left out or not being a part of whatever it is you want to be a part of, to fully immersed, having a great time, enjoying life to its fullest. There may be some travel coming up. I can see that as well. But it seems to me like it could be travel to fun places, maybe places near the water. Maybe there's vacations coming, that sort of thing. And it's very possible you don't think you have the money for it, but money appears. I don't think that'll be a problem, certainly enough to enjoy yourself. And maybe that comes from family, close relatives, or, you know, your community at large. The Chariot, one last thing I'd like to say about that is number 7 is closest to God. And there is the inspiration, the readiness to open yourself up to the divine. And it also is somebody who's rather unique. They don't really follow the norms of society, and maybe that's why you feel a little bit left out. You're different and deeper. But that shouldn't keep you from having fun. Absolutely not. The highest spirituality is that you have a higher mind, but you can still relate to somebody who doesn't. You understand them. You've been there. You've grown, but you've been there. And so it's kind of like, I can have fun in any situation. It doesn't matter. I can find the similarities of myself when I was like that, and still have compassion and joy irregardless. So what does Spirit want you to know? You have the Temperance card. There are changes happening. It's a slow change. It's a slow, internal, alchemical change. You are turning your dross into gold, and that takes time, and it takes heat. And so I think the heat here is the 5 of Pentacles, that instability, that sort of friction that causes you to move forward. I want out of this situation. I don't want to be here anymore. Let me look for something better. And you find it in community. And this changes you internally, therefore, and inevitably changing society, because you are a part of society. And so that it's sort of the trickle-down theory. You can expect some really lovely changes. Have patience with yourself, they say. But there is divinity here. And the Temperance card is just a higher mind, and working from that higher mind. Because what do they say? Patience is a virtue. And only those who, I think, have gone through an ordeal, have experienced it fully, and have been there, done that, understands it enough to say, okay, let me give time to the process. I understand the process. And the process is sometimes more important than the outcome. Thank you, Scorpio, for being here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I enjoyed doing it. I will be back in 2 weeks for the full moon reading. I'll see you then, and thanks again. Bye.